morning. How are we this morning? Happy Friday. Just move some stuff out of the way here. We get two little tables in this hotel room and the two of them are jam-packed with stuff. And of course we're packing today. So things are just everywhere. And you don't really tidy up the night before because you're like, oh sure, everything's just going into the bag in the morning. So yeah, it's a little bit messy, and I hate messing with, or I hate when I have a messy desk. But it's okay. Everything is good. Remember, this is good. That's good. That's good. Everything. There's good and bad in every situation. Good morning, Neelam. How are you? Thanks for jumping on. I'm here with my coffee. Yes, it's a lovely morning this morning, actually. Really, really dry out. It's gorgeous. And of course we're heading home today, but actually yesterday it was so lovely. And I put up a little video yesterday of this, just the room here in the hotel. It's the Ardelon in Galway, and they are pet friendly. So as people were really interested in how come they're pet friendly, how do they cater for dogs? And so they have, I was shown yesterday in the video that there's a patio door here that opens out into a lovely garden. It's absolutely gorgeous out there. And it's kind of like a little fairy garden as well for kids. But Chester was amazing. Like, this is his first few nights away. He's only 6 months old and he's a golden retriever, right? But he's so, like, everyone that he has met these few days, they're like, my God, he's so mild and so timid for a puppy, like, which he genuinely is. But like, he's never slept in a room with us before. He never actually slept, with us. So where when we got him first, he was, a lot smaller, obviously. We got him literally the weekend before lockdown. It was perfect time. And morning, Kitty. How are you? Lovely to see you on. I was just talking about Chester. Kitty was with me for a few days this week. It was her first time meeting Chester, and she absolutely loved him. There isn't anybody, I don't think, that doesn't love him. He's so lovely, and he's so quiet and timid, and he loves the kids. But what I was going to say is, yeah, so the last 2 nights was his first time sleeping with us. So he sleeps by himself, in the hall, and he's in his cage because he doesn't do his toilet business in the cage. And then we let him out then first thing in the morning. Sometimes he calls, sometimes he doesn't. But for the last 2 nights he's been in this room with us. So it was so funny. The first night he was we're all getting into bed, lights were off and we're all in bed, and he was kind of looking around as if to say, what is going on here? What's happening? He hadn't a clue. It was so funny. But he just got into bed and slept for the whole night until we got up yesterday morning. And the same last night, he just got into bed. He was actually lying on the carpet here on the floor. And then during the night, he got up and went into his bed. So he genuinely is. I think we were so lucky. We were absolutely blessed getting him, because I think he was just meant to be with us. He's easy, because I did not want to get a dog because I was like thinking, oh, it's just too much hard work. I'm too busy with my oils, and I was working from home, my other job as well. So I was thinking, no, it's just not going to work. But Liam was actually home then with COVID for about 7 weeks, and sure, he did most of it with him. And yeah, so absolutely grand, and the kids absolutely adore him, so we're blessed. And we had a lovely 2 nights here, and we would definitely come back to this hotel because Chester loved it. Right next door was an American golden retriever, and it didn't look anything like Chester, but he was gorgeous, and they had a great play here last night, and he's just so lovely. Any dog he met, he just made friends with. So anyway, moving on to our gratitude. So I'm grateful. Moving nicely on, I'm absolutely grateful for this hotel. I'm grateful for Chester being so timid, and top of my list this morning. So how is everybody doing with your routine? Are you doing your gratitude list every morning? Are you sending love? Are you asking for guidance, doing your mirror work, and reading your self-confidence formula and your success journal at night time? It's a lot. It does seem like a lot, but genuinely, the more you do it, the quicker it gets done. And like, if you were doing everything else, bar the 3 that we do here on this call, you would have it done in no time. And like, not everybody. I got a lovely message from a lady yesterday that comes onto this call, and she's away actually during this week, so she's catching the replay, and she was asking me a lovely question actually yesterday, and I didn't get back to her, but I'm going to talk about it now. She may or may not hear this, but I'm going to get back to her personally anyway. So she was saying that her mum is suffering with something, right? And when she's writing out her gratitude list, she feels guilty. Morning, Aoife. Because she is in a really lovely place at the minute, and she's grateful for so much that she's got going on in her life. So when she's writing down what she's grateful for, she feels guilty because her mother isn't in such a great place. So the first thing I want to say is never, ever, ever feel guilty for being grateful or for feeling good, because, you know, if you put yourself in your mother's shoes, would she want you to feel guilty? Absolutely not. She would want you to be grateful. She would want you to be happy. So, just watching Chester, sorry, it's just me here in Chester. The kids and Liam are gone swimming. So absolutely not. You know, whatever you do not feel guilty about feeling good. Like if you feel guilty and if you feel down for your mom, you know, obviously that's normal. But if you feel down, it's normal. But if you feel guilty, like, that's not doing anybody, morning Roxanne, that's not doing anybody any good. That's not going to make her feel better, and it's not going to make you feel better. So the last thing you need to feel is guilty. Now, obviously, it's going to get to you. It's your mom. My God, absolutely. You know, when anyone is sick, any member of your family is sick, you know, it's going to get to you, and that's totally normal. But definitely no guilt. She would not want you to feel guilty, and just keep writing out your gratitude list, and write on your gratitude list, I'm so happy and grateful now that my mom is feeling better and better every minute. She's feeling better and better every minute. Morning, Aggie. Morning, grateful to be back without out walking most days. Oh, that's grand, Aggie, no problem at all. Good to have you back. So the last thing she would want you to feel is guilty. Morning, Joan. And you know, I lost my train of thought there now, but oh yeah, that's what I was going to say. Write down what you're grateful for when it comes to her. Do you remember when I said, don't write, like, you don't have to just write down what you're grateful for that is in your physical world right now. You can write down affirmations that haven't yet manifested in your physical world. So you can actually write down how grateful you are that your mom is feeling better. I'm so happy and grateful now that my mom is feeling better and better every minute. And you don't have to write down, my mom is feeling amazing, she's on top of the world. You don't have to write things like that down, because you know she's not, and then you're just trying to convince yourself. So if you just write down she's feeling better and better with every minute. Good morning, Maud. How are you? You know, just write that down. And like, there's actually a lady on our course that was doing that for her dad, and the dad is just feeling great at the minute. And even the people in the hospital, the nurses and the doctors, are like, they're a little bit shocked, because they don't know where all this is coming from, and he should be feeling worse than what he actually is. So you can help your mom to feel better. You can help whoever it is that's sick. You can help them to feel better, you know. If you visualize as well, visualize them feeling better. Visualize them going about their day-to-day business as if it was normal. And, you know, if they're going through surgeries, or if they're going through a chronic illness, whatever it is, picture them going through all the good stuff. You know, picture the exact opposite of that. So the more you do that, the more likely it's going to happen to your mom or to whoever it is that's sick. So I love this, because it I was doing it actually for my own mother. My mother suffers from depression, and I was actually doing it for her. And I remember the day I rang her after doing it for, like, I don't know, I think I was doing it for about 2 weeks, and she was on top of the world, and I was like, oh my God, this is great. And like, even, you know, if you don't believe it, steal some of my belief, or steal some of somebody else's belief, because it really, really does help if you just do it. So visualize them feeling better and say it, and write it down. You know, I'm so happy and grateful now that my mom is feeling better and better with every minute. And say it all the time and throughout the day, and visualize it. You know, when we meditate, when you meditate, you can listen to music only. You don't have to listen to guided meditation. That's what I was always doing, because my mind used to always wander. So I was thinking, if I listen to guided meditation, all I do is listen to that person, and I won't be thinking about other stuff. But it's okay to think about other stuff. Just bring your thoughts back to your meditation. But what I do is I listen to some lovely music sometimes, and I visualize my goal, or I visualize whatever I want to make happen. So if it's my mom to feel better, then I'll visualize that. And that is a lovely thing to do. And even if it's only for 5 minutes a day, and then go about your day as if she is well, you know. And it's really, really powerful. It genuinely is. So if any of you are having any of those problems, you know, don't ever feel guilty for feeling good, because your mom, you know, she can borrow some of that energy off you. If you're feeling good, she can have some of that energy. When you see her, you know, it'll boost her mood as well if she sees you happy. So like that's what you're like probably, and that's what I'm like. If I was sick and somebody was coming to visit me and they're all down and out and sad and crying all the time, I think that'd make me worse. I know if I'm on the phone to somebody and I'm having a bad day or something, I'm on the verge of crying. If they just feel sorry for me or feel bad for me, then I start crying. It's so funny. But it just makes you feel worse. So if you act as if everything is great, and obviously we're not ignoring the situation, you're aware that it's happening, but don't get emotionally involved. Try not get emotionally involved, and just see it as she's well. She's getting better and better with every minute, getting better and better with every minute. So definitely write that down this morning, and think of that when you're writing your gratitude list this morning. If you have somebody that's not feeling great, or that needs some of your energy, that needs some of your positivity, think of them this morning for your gratitude list, and write it down, and, you know, act as if it has already happened. You know, write it down in the present, and be happy about it, because remember what I said, feeling is the secret. So happiness is so major, and when we're happy, good things happen. And you're kind of in the flow, and, you know, you're letting, and the reason that happens is because we have energy flowing to and through us all the time. And when that happens, it doesn't when we're happy, it doesn't stop. It just keeps flowing and flowing and flowing. And then that's when we get inspirations and we get ideas, and we're in that flow of good form, and we're projecting it out to the world and to anybody that we speak to, and that makes them happy. So just think of that the next time you're feeling guilty over somebody being sick, because they, you know, think of it from their point of view as well. They would not want you feeling that way. So just, you know, you can do something about it. You know, it's not all about, oh my God, I need to be happy around this person. You know, do something, write it down, and that they're feeling better and better with every minute, and act as if that they are, and visualize them feeling good, and send them, you know, some of your positive energy. And definitely when you're sending love, you can, of course, send it to them, because you know, if you don't have to send it to some people that are bothering you all the time. If there's somebody that really needs it right now, do that, because you probably feel that they need it more than you do. So definitely do that. You know, send your energy and send your love to them as well. Alrighty, so we get writing our list. I have no idea where my pen is. I think I brought it with me yesterday in my bag. So just get writing. Yes, I have it. So today is Friday. No idea. 24th. Okay, Friday 24th. Perfect. So Friday 24th of July. And as usual, we will write down Bob's affirmation for everyday life. Morning, Emery, and receiving your positive is blessed. Oh, thanks, Emery. You're so good. You're so good. Thank you. Alrighty. So, okay. So, I'm so happy and grateful now that everything in my life is moving in harmony with God's laws. Thank you, God. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so yeah, so have a think for the rest of your gratitudes. You know, write down the stuff that you're grateful for every morning. Your lovely cup of coffee, the weather, your kids, your health, your happiness, all that. That's perfect. But also have a think about people that are sick, and be grateful that they're feeling better and better every minute. And write that down, and really be grateful, and really, you know, feel how grateful you are for that, and think about it again throughout the day. Don't just leave it at this morning. Think about it again. Visualize it later if you can. Alrighty. How's everybody getting on? Anybody want to share what they're grateful for this morning? Thank you all for jumping on. This is great. Actually went to Barna Beach yesterday. So lovely. Kids had their wetsuits and I watched from afar. I did the videos and then I went for a little walk for myself. It's so lovely. We were blessed with the rain. It was really, really lovely. So I know there's a lady on that is coming here next week and she was asking me loads of questions about this hotel. So yeah, you're going to love it. It's so lovely. It's comfortable, it's spacious, and you know, even the lounge and bar area and everything is just so lovely. And it's very relaxing. So she was asking, you know, are you being kind of ushered out, you know, with COVID, have we to kind of leave after a while? Now, we didn't spend an awful lot of time there because we have the outdoors here, so it's lovely. Like, we have the door and we sit outside if we want to, you know, kind of relax. But no, I don't think there's any of that really. Like, once you have food, you're fine. There was no talk of, oh no, you're only allowed, you know, one drink, or, you know, there's none of that. So, and there was actually a wedding here last night. It was obviously a small wedding, but it was lovely to see and lovely to hear the music. Alrighty, we'll write a couple more and then we'll send the love. Okay, perfect. So at the end we can write for this and for more, I am grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, and remember, if there's somebody you know that might need this, be sure to tell them, send them my way if you want me to talk to them or anything. But if you want me to add them as a friend on Facebook, whatever, if they want to join this call every morning, if you feel that they might need to start writing gratitude lists. The amount of people that have actually gotten in touch with me that that I don't even know and are thanking me for this. You know, some of them might watch the replay, some of them might watch it live, and it's just so lovely. And I suppose because it helped me so much that I just wanted to spread the word about it, because it's just so good. And it's something that I think, if you're anything like me, it's something that you would start doing but never continue it, because I started, I might do great 2 months even, and you know, feel great, but then because I wasn't being told, yeah, you need to really do it every single day, and because I didn't have any accountability or anything like that, I just stopped. But now I couldn't imagine not doing it. So I know it really is beneficial. Okay, so I'm going to grab an oil and we're going to send the love. Okay, so the oil I'm going to grab is fennel. I have it here beside me. I bring fennel with me everywhere. I put 2 drops on my tongue, I say 6 or 7 times every day, and I actually love the taste of it. It's real licoricey, really. It's like black licorice. It's the ingredient in the digestive blend, Zingest, that makes it smell licoricey. It's so good for digestion. And I used it last night because we were at the fun fair in Leisureland, and I stupidly went onto one of the rides, which I never do, ever do. And I decided to go on with Michael. I'm so glad I did, because it was his favourite ride of the whole evening, and I'm so glad it was me that was on there with him. But come the last 2 minutes, I could feel my stomach just turning, my head, I was dizzy. It was the waltzers, you know, them ones. You know, you swear it was something really scary. It wasn't, but it was just kept going round and round. Obviously it was the waltzers, but anyway, it was great crack. But yeah, won't be doing it again. So I had my fennel with me, and because my stomach was really upset afterwards, and I rubbed some on, and I also put the 2 drops on my tongue. So anyway, we will pop a drop on the hand. So if you have any essential oils, pop a drop on your hand and rub the palms together, and deep breath in. Fennel, actually, fennel. It's a long time since I looked up the emotional benefits of fennel. Okay, so it's the oil of responsibility. Fennel supports the individual who has a weakened sense of self. The individual may feel defeated by life's responsibilities, having little or no desire to improve their situation. Fennel reignites a passion for life. It encourages the soul to take full ownership and responsibility for its choices. Fennel teaches that life is not too much are not too big to handle. It encourages individuals to live in integrity with themselves despite the judgments of others. Okay, I'll do a separate video on that. And I didn't get the chance, but I actually did get the chance to, because I picked lemon yesterday and I did a video on it, on lemon yesterday. And at the end of the video, Michael was shouting over to Liam. I was like, I don't have time to do another video, so I'm going to have to edit it. So I will put up the emotional benefits of lemon from yesterday. I'll do that later as well. So great. Okay, so we send love to 3 people that are bothering us. And if you feel there's somebody belonging to you that's sick or that needs this love and energy more than yourself, now, you know, obviously yourself needs it too, but maybe just this one time, send it to that person that needs it, or however you feel about it. If you feel that they need it, and you do that. So think of them standing in front of you with a white light, and send them all the love and peace and goodwill and whatever, and health. And that's exactly what they need right now. So, and otherwise, if you don't know anybody that needs that at the minute, brilliant. Send the love to somebody that's bothering you. So if there's somebody that has said something to you in the past or done something to you, it could be big, it could be small, think of them and a white light going from your heart to theirs. It's nothing to do with them. This is all about you, and it's creating positive energy inside of you. If they're bothering you, that means that you know, they have some of your energy, and this is a way of getting that back. So that's what we do. So we basically close our eyes and, you know, do it for about 10 seconds, maybe 3 deep breaths in, deep breaths out, and just think of them standing in front of you. Visualize them with a white light or gold light, whatever color you want, going from your heart to theirs, and sending the love. Alrighty. Okay, perfect. And when you're ready, move on to person number 2. Okay, perfect. And when you're ready, move on to yourself. So picture you standing in front of you with a white light or whatever color light going from your heart to yours, and sending the love. Okay, perfect. So now it's time for us to ask for guidance. So we ask the universe a question just for guidance for the day. So it could be something to do with your business. It could be somebody you need to help today, somebody you need to call today, somebody, you know, you need to reach out to, whatever it is. This is all about following your intuition. So when we actually relax and we're in that kind of a state, you know, our mind and our body is relaxed, that's when ideas and when you know, inspirations come to us as well, and we're getting them all from within. We just don't realize we have all the answers. So if you really quieten down the mind and the body, you know, and ask the universe for this guidance, the answer will come. And you know, sometimes when you might think of somebody, you should actually test this. If you think of somebody someday, and if you think of them again the same day or again the next day, you should actually ask them, were they thinking about you at that time? Take note of the time that you were thinking of them, and just ask them. And more often than not, they will say, yeah, I was thinking about you as well. And it's all about, because we're all connected, we're all energy and we're all connected. So so this is following your intuition. So when you do think of somebody, especially if it happens twice throughout the day or again the next day or whatever, give them a ring, because that's the universe telling you that they need you or that you need them. You just don't know. So just remember that. So that's what this exercise is all about. It's all about following your intuition, and when a name or a picture of somebody or somebody, you know, that you might need to help or they might need to help you comes into your mind, ring them, act on it, and give them a call, and just see. And you know, more, you know, if it helps, brilliant, and if it doesn't, it probably did, and you just don't realize it yet. And it could take a few days for that to happen. If you're not fully kind of connected, it can take a few days. So that's like, you know, in 3 days' time, if I think of somebody and I think of them again the next day or a few times that day. And it happened to me actually before during this, where I was thinking of somebody that I haven't spoken to in years, and I rang her up. I was friends with her years ago, and I rang her up, and yeah, she said she's been thinking about me because we just hadn't been in touch in so long, and she was feeling guilty and I was feeling guilty. So it was lovely. We had a lovely chat, and she's really interested in the doTERRA essential oils as well. So it was a win-win for all of us. So yeah, it was lovely, and now we're back in touch. So it's so lovely. So there's always a reason why that, you know, that person comes to your mind. So always follow your intuition. Okay, so we'll ask for guidance, and if it's a thing you need to do it again after this call, do it, because it can take, you know, it's nice to actually do it for about 5 minutes, and not just kind of do it as a quick job. So because it can take time to actually for this name or this person to come to you, and it can take days, as I said, but sometimes it can take a while. So you really need to be in that relaxed state. And sometimes, you know, we don't have the time here to do it for 5 minutes. But it's a nice practice run for us. So yeah, so do it again anyway throughout the morning if you can. Alrighty. I don't know if you can hear that in the background, but everyone that passes knows Chester's name at this stage, and they all shout in, "Hi, Chester!" So he's just looking out at them. So funny. Anyways, okay, I hope that helped, and thank you all so much for jumping on this morning. I hope you got something from it, and any questions as usual, you know where I am. And after this call, head over to your long mirror and look into one eye. I love you, you're perfect as you are, and the same in the other eye, and give yourself loads and loads of compliments. And don't forget your self-confidence formula, which I shared on here on this page. I shared it a few days ago, so make sure you read that afterwards as well. And let me know how you're getting on. Have you created this new habit since I started doing this, or have you done it already, or you know, have you started to see improvements? Or did you invite somebody onto this page to help them as well? And if it has helped, I'd love to know. I love the feedback. Thanks, Neelam, no problem at all. I love the feedback. I love to know who I'm helping and how it's helping. So that's great. So thank you so much as usual, and enjoy your Friday, and we will see you tomorrow morning. Alrighty, bye.